Alright you guys, welcome to today's video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how me and my cat use the bathroom in our 2017 Dodge Grand Caravan. So come along and let's see how we do it. Alright, the first stop this morning was definitely Planet Fitness. Your girl needed a shower and to refresh and feel like a human being again. And Planet Fitness is amazing, you guys. I definitely recommend getting the black card there. They have so many perks and the shower is fantastic. Alright, day 4. I'm sleeping in my van and I just left Planet Fitness and I cannot recommend that place enough. It's so nice to be able to have a hot shower. The only bummer is it's open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week instead of 7 days a week. We just got to the van. Let me open this and we'll check and see how Angel is doing. Hi kitty, how you doing? Yeah, you see people, don't you? So for right now, I really like this setup. I kind of leave the front open so she has something to look at. And it's been cool enough in the mornings to where it's not overwhelming and she's just fine. She can sit for a little bit. I was in there for like 45 minutes. I'm going to show you guys my setup. We're going to go to like the park. I'm going to show you my new setup because I ended up taking that cabinet out that I hated. And I have so much more room and I can actually show you guys my toilet now. So we're going to go do that. No escaping. Go back in there. Okay. So this is kind of what it looks like when I've got all of my covers up. Oh, let's turn on all my lights, kitty cat. And it works out pretty great. I am absolutely loving the fact that I got rid of that super big dresser because it was about this wide. It was probably a little bit shorter than that, honestly. But I could not open these at all. Also, I have this kind of jimmy rigged because it's not permanent. I have another fabric dresser coming. So my other fabric dresser should be on the way and it should be getting delivered to next week. Why tomorrow? So for now, it's bungeed in. I've got my fold-up table back there. I have my sewing machine back there. I have a bunch of my finished bracelets back there so that I can still sell them if anybody wants to buy them. They're on my website. And then I have my dresser right here with some of my extra clothes. This is mostly all of my shirts. This is my small business stuff with my label printer and my labels and tape and a couple socks. And then I've got my toilet. I have a really big box back here. Excuse you, ma'am. Hold on. I have a really big box back there. It's like 22 pounds of soap. Hold on. 22 pounds of soap. I have to go to the library and print out that label today. And then I don't know if you could see it, but I have like another, it's supposed to be a pillow storage. So it looks like a pillow, but it unzips and you can shove all your stuff in there. So I've got blankets and I think one extra towel and jackets and other things in there. I had it on my bed, but I really don't use it as an actual pillow because it's not the comfiest. So right now it's just on the floor. I'm hoping maybe Angel will kind of adopt it and use it as like a seat or a little bed, or maybe I can put something soft and fluffy down there for her. I used my toilet last night for the first time. That was an experience, and to be able to use it in the van was amazing. I'm so excited that I could do that twice. It's such a silly thing to be excited about. But I got to use my toilet twice last night, and I didn't have to go outside of my van or be cold or be around people or going anywhere looking like crazy and tired. Just turned my battery powered toilet on and went, and it handled the rest. And I can't wait to talk about that with you guys because I had no idea that this other one existed. I only knew of the first name brand expensive one. So we're going to talk about this other one and why I chose this one and why I like it so much more. But this one really wants to get up front. Do it. Do it. She really wants to get in the front seat, so I'm just gonna let her, and I'm gonna take you guys to the park. Let's go. Also, this is the last one that I did not finish doing the trim for. This is why I was so like gung-ho about getting them all done at once, because I knew that my motivation would drastically decrease as the days went on. And that's exactly what happened. So I still have to do that one. It's just kind of looking at me. Also, somebody told me that masking tape worked really good to keep these up. Now I bought these as like a prefabricated kit. It came all together with this bed frame that I'm on, and this bed frame used to be a full-size bed frame, so it took up the entire thing. I ended up cutting that down in half to get myself a personal single-size bed. I totally kept these that were already made because I love it, but I didn't really like that they were so plain. And also, it's obvious when you can see on the outside that it's got reflective material in the window that somebody's living in there. And I am not trying to be obvious. The whole goal of this was to be like stealth, right? So we're stealthing it, we're trying to be sneaky, and from the outside you can't see anything. Like, this van is absolutely blacked out. And I love it. That is exactly, I couldn't ask for anything better. They're really easy to get out. Just my back one doesn't like to stay up. That's really the one that I have the most difficulty with, because I've learned with the side ones, I can kind of leave a crack in the window and tuck it in, and it works great. But my back window keeps falling. That's driving me crazy. Also, we gotta make a trash run. I gotta go to the trash can. Alright. Let me... All these are off? Are they? No. They look like they're okay, we're gonna grab these last two. Let's go. Stop at the park for a little bit this morning. I've been really liking this park. It's got lots of shade, and there's some really nice spots that I can park in the corner where I can open my passenger back door and kind of let my cat just explore. Hiding right now, but when she comes out, I usually put her on a little leash so that she can walk around the area and check it out, and it's really nice here. Let me show you. Alright, speaking of scaredy cat, as soon as I said something, she wants to come out. Hi, Angel. She's gonna be brave. Okay, it's time to show you guys the toilet. So, let's talk. Okay, so we made it. We're here. Angel's happy. I'm happy. Let's talk about this toilet. Now, I ended up purchasing what this toilet is called the Modiwel Dry Flush Toilet. Now, there was two options that I ended up finding. There was the Modiwel, and then there was the Laveo. Now, I did want the Laveo originally. It looked really cool. I did notice that the cartridges that you replace to like wrap up your goodies, those were more expensive than the Modiwel. And the Modiwel toilet was also a lot less than the Laveo toilet. So I ended up buying this Modiwel toilet on Amazon. There was a coupon, and then I ended up finding another special like flash sale on it. So I got it for like 600 bucks. Normally I think it's around $8. Don't quote me on that. I think it's around $800, but I ended up getting mine for $600 and I jumped on it. I bought it immediately because I knew I was going to need it. It is battery powered, which I absolutely love. So this is the back of it. Honestly, I have it facing that way, so you know I could have a view when I have to use it. You see the vision here? One day I'll have that trunk open and I will be pooping somewhere nice. I don't even care. But this is where I would charge it. So this is the charging port. This plugs in. It's got a little plug-in. I think I have it put away somewhere, but it's a little 12 volt. This one might be it, honestly. Oop. It's a little 12 volt. And so I plug it in, I can plug it in anywhere, and it gets all of its charge. Then I would hit the on button. Hear how it's working a little bit? I have 100% battery, which is absolutely great. I don't know what manual. We don't poke that one. But it opens all the way up. And what this stuff does is it takes this material, you'll go to the bathroom, it takes this material, it pulls it down, and then it automatically heat seals it. So it'll catch everything, it puts it in a bag, and then it seals it up hard enough, and then the bag just comes apart off of this sheet. I'm really bad at explaining. But what it'll do is it drops down here. So you'll see it come out of this thing all wrapped and sealed, and they're smell proof, leak proof, and ready to be thrown away, which is super duper duper cool. Let me take it out of here so we can take a look at it a little bit better. And another thing that I need to say is this thing is super duper light. It's like maybe 20 pounds. I don't even think it's 20 pounds. I feel like my soap box is heavier. So it's probably like 15 pounds. Because this is nice. And I guarantee, yeah, this is 21 and a half pounds because I weighed this yesterday on a scale. And this is way heavier than this. This has got to be like 15 pounds, max. Max. We're at a little bit better of a level here. So this is the Modiwel Dry Flush Toilet. I am so happy with this thing. I love how portable it is. I love how lightweight it is. I love that it's very discreet. It's literally a box, so you wouldn't really know that it's a toilet unless I told you that it was a toilet. Another really cool thing about this is it's locking. So if I ever don't want it to be as big as it is, those legs just automatically go down. That folds up, and then you would never know. However, we're going to show you how it works, because I want to show you, because I thought it was really great. I had no idea these things even existed. I was worried about trying to figure out plumbing and water lines, and that's all just too much for me. That's too much for my girl brain. So we're using this. Okay, so let's show you. I'm gonna get some coagulant. And some water. So when you use the bathroom, when you're going, number one, you'll put a little bit of this coagulant in there. What it does is it thickens it up, it makes it not watery, and it's like a whole lot easier to take care of. You won't do this for number two. So the coagulant, you just pour on in. This thing needs to be out too. Okay. Coagulant. That automatically flips, but I think because it's on right now, it didn't do that. Alright, now, I feel like you guys should be closer too. Alright, pee, 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 I'm peeing. Peeing, peeing, peeing. Peeing, 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 peeing. Alright, I'm done peeing. I'm finished peeing. I'll take a look from the top and I'll show you. I have my coagulant. I got to pee. And then I'm gonna hit start. I'm gonna hit start. You see how it's pulling it through? And it comes down onto the bottom. This is kind of the longest part, is it takes 1 minute for it to self-seal and get all done. But honestly, if you can't wait for, what, 1.5 minutes, I'm sorry. Because this is so convenient. I absolutely love the ease of this product. And I couldn't see myself getting another one. I am so excited that I bought this for myself. This was like one of my spoil me presents to myself for this van. And I am so excited. All right, so I'm gonna pause this and we're gonna come back when the 30 seconds, or the, I'm sorry, 77 seconds is over. All right, last 10 seconds, it starts closing everything off and permanently heat sealing it. And I'm pretty sure that I can grab it now. So we're gonna do that. Yep, so this is how it comes out. Completely heat sealed. That's my fake pee. This water, that would be pee, has turned into like jelly. Leak proof, smell proof, you can't tell. And just like that, you can dispose of it somewhere that you're supposed to dispose of it. Please do not be putting these in places that you shouldn't, or places that it wouldn't be appreciated. Don't get van lifers in trouble. Same with Planet Fitness. Don't just go in there just to take the shower and walk out. I've learned that that's been getting a lot of people in trouble, and it kind of scares me because I don't want to get in trouble. I'm trying to avoid getting a knock or getting in trouble in any way, shape, or form for as long as possible. And I've been hearing stories that some Planet Fitnesses have been getting upset with some of the people that just take advantage of the showers. So my recommendation to you is, if you decide to go this route and start taking showers at Planet Fitness, I go in for 15 minutes. I use a stair stepper for like 7, and then I use the treadmill for like 7, and then I go take a shower. But I do a little bit of workout, I get moving in the morning, and I feel better not just taking advantage of Planet Fitness's showers. It just makes me feel a little better. But this is my toilet. This is what I use. This is what I love. I think this thing is great. I'm gonna turn it back off. At the press of a button, it's off, it's done. I don't have to worry about it. And then I can put it back in my van. Honestly, I wouldn't be putting it back in my van every time. It's probably gonna stay in there most of the time. But just close the lid and you're ready to go. So I cannot recommend this thing enough. But let's talk about how Angel uses the bathroom, because that was something totally new for us too. We had to learn a brand new litter. So let's talk about that. Okay, so this is Angel's litter box, but I have to change it first. So hold on. So with Angel's litter box, we ended up doing something completely different. She's always been used to regular litters. For the longest I was using the crystal litter, and I really liked it. I found that it tracked a lot less than regular litter, but it also tracked a lot still. So I was looking online at different ways and litters, and maybe ways I could find out how I could make it less messy. And I stumbled across this. Now I learned that horse pine pellets, you can buy these at Tractor Supply. There was a lady on YouTube who ended up coming out with like a 40-pound bag of horse pine pellets. It's like $7.99 for that 40-pound bag. She says it lasts for like 6 months. I couldn't find the horse pellets, but now Tractor Supply makes specific bags. This was a 20-pound bag and it was like $5.99, but it says cat litter. So it's still the same thing, but now they're marketing it as cat litter. They've caught on, but it's nice because I was able to buy a smaller bag. I didn't really want 40 pounds of pine pellets anyways. And now how this works is like, I don't know if you can see how these pellets look in here. This is how they look. When my angel baby goes number 1, these pellets are supposed to turn into sawdust. And she's actually done that here. It's dry, don't worry, it's not gross. But it just turns into dust. That's pee. So we're good. It goes into the trash can. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to think about it. Any stool that she makes, I scoop twice daily. These pine pellets are amazing at keeping the smell down, like for sure. I'll be honest, it does smell like Home Depot. So my van frequently smells like Home Depot. It smells like fresh wood. Maybe that's my floor, but I don't think so. I've noticed it a lot more since I've put these in. But I'll tell you what, I would rather smell Home Depot than her, because she stinks sometimes. She's really stinky. This has been a great option for us. I did have to do quite a bit of searching to find the right litter box that would fit up front. But ever since I found it, it's been great. Now I messed up because I learned that you're supposed to introduce litter boxes slowly. I did not do that. I did not do that. I took a handful of her old litter and I put it in here and I hoped for the best, and then I learned that it should have been slow. But she got a hold of it really easy. She got the hint. And I've had no issues or accidents. She's done great, and I'm really proud of this little kitty. So far things have been going very well. And I'm really happy with the systems that we've managed to find out so far. But if you have better ideas or suggestions, or you have a different way that you think might work better for us, please leave it in the comments, because I would love to know, because we are totally newbies. We're just sharing what we learn with you guys. Seeing that will fit perfectly up there, and then I don't have to worry about it. I got my trash, and we'll get rid of that here in a little bit as well, because I just threw one out. I want to fill this one up a little bit more. And yeah. Okay guys, that was the video on how we use the bathroom in our stealth conversion. I hope you guys liked it. If you have any other questions or want to know anything else about this van or the build or how we kind of do things here with this small little space, just let me know in the comments. I would love to answer more, and I'd love to talk to you guys. This has been a dream of mine for a really long time, and the fact that it's actually happening, I know it's a lot of your guys' dreams too. And so let's talk together and figure out how we can make this happen for you too, because this is absolutely possible. I have no idea what I'm doing. I am 31 years old. I am not a carpenter. I am not a builder. I can barely remember what day it is sometimes. So just remember, you do not have to be a professional. You just have to start. Wishing you an absolutely beautiful rest of your day. Take care of yourselves. Remember to smile, and until next time, bye.